Hey, before we jump into the topic of the day, I just want to let everybody know that I have a course up on udemy.com. If you're catching this on YouTube or Facebook, the link will be in the comments. If you're catching this on IG, the link is in my bio. Again, I have a course up on udemy.com. It is a breathworks course, and it has everything to do with relieving stress and anxiety in your life. If anybody is going through any stress and anxiety in their lives, which is pretty much almost everybody, this course is for you. It's a beginner's breathwork course. I go through 3 breathworks. I map out what breathwork is. I tell you what stress and anxiety is if you don't know what that is. And I also give you a meditation at the end of the course. The course is very affordable. It's an amazing course. Go on udemy.com. Again, the link will be in my bio on IG, on Facebook, on Facebook and YouTube. The link will be in the comments. Go check the course out. You can even view the course before you pay for the course and see if the course is for you, or if it may be for anybody that you know that's going through any stress or anxiety in their lives, or anybody that's trying to learn breathwork. If you don't know what breathwork is the best work, and that's the name of the course. Go check it out. It's on udemy.com. And today I want to talk about I just want to let everybody know. I'm pretty sure everybody already knows, but if you don't know, I have a podcast. The name of the podcast is The Enlightenment Moment. I have guests on my podcast. I'm welcome to having guests on my podcast. We could talk about pretty much anything. But my podcast airs every Friday on any platform you may listen to a podcast on. That's Apple, Google. I listen to podcasts on my Spotify. So anywhere that you want to listen to podcasts, my podcast is on there. The Enlightenment Moment is my podcast. One just aired today, talking about toxic relationships. This is actually part 2 of a toxic relationship episode that I had. I had somebody on there talking about toxic relationships. I gave my point of view and the things that I went through in a toxic relationship. And then we had part 2 of that. So make sure you go catch that episode. Some of the other things that I talk about how to build your own table, and table is an acronym. I broke it down and I talked about that. I talked about how to free your mind. I talked about how to raise your vibration. And I had guests on some of these podcasts. Multitasking is everybody's kryptonite. So it's a wide variety of things that I talk about in my podcast, on my podcast show. And again, I am open to having guests on. So if you guys want to get on the podcast, if you have something that you want to talk about, if you're trying to spread the word about something, just hit me up. Comment on here. Let me know that you're trying to get on the podcast. We will set it up the day and time I'm free. The day and time that you're free. We'll talk about the topic. We'll bounce ideas off each other. One of my biggest topics that I had on there, I didn't even know it was going to be this big, but transhumanism. If you guys don't know what transhumanism is, please go on there, check that out. If you want to just Google transhumanism and then you want to see what me and another gentleman talked about, go on there, check it out. Transhumanism has about almost 30 listens. My podcast is fairly new. I started my podcast in June, and it's just amazing. It's been taking off. It's been doing a lot better than I could even hope. I'm not going to say than I thought it would. It's even better than I could hope. I'm getting listens from the Philippines. I'm getting listens from Germany and a couple other places. I even post when people from other countries and things like that listen. And it's just amazing. I'm glad that I can reach those people. Again, my podcast comes out every Friday on any platform that you can find a podcast on. It's called The Enlightenment Moment. The Enlightenment Moment is something that I thought of probably in 2016, 2017. And I just started out with quotes, just quoting things or coming up with my own quotes and putting a nice picture in the background and enlightening people, helping people, motivating people. And it just took off from there. I started doing a YouTube channel, but again, this is about the podcast that I have going on, the Enlightenment Moment. I talk about, again, Your mindset matters. I talked about a spiritual awakening. I had an amazing guest on there for the spiritual awakening. I had the 5 Ds of achievement. I map out how to set a goal and achieve the goal. It's just been amazing. I think today marks 18 episodes, so you can take your time, listen through them. And again, I am happy to have guests on at any point in time. You just have to hit me up, DM me, comment on this, and let me know that you're willing to come on. And then we'll just bounce ideas off each other. We'll talk about what's dear and near to you, what's something that you want to talk about, and then we'll go from there. Again, if you didn't catch the beginning of this, I have a course up on udemy.com. I want you guys to go check it out. Matter of fact, just go check the course out. And if it's not for you, pass the information along to somebody else. The link for the course on IG is in my bio. The link for the course, if you catch this on YouTube or Facebook, I will link it down in the comments. And all you gotta do is click on the link, preview the course. The course is amazing. I have more courses that I'm gonna put out, but I definitely wanted to get this one out to each and every one of you who are dealing with stress and anxiety, or each and every one of you that want to learn breath work, that want to start the beginning breath work. Again, I go over 3 foundational breath works in there. They build on top of each other. And then I have a nice visual meditation at the end of the course for everybody. And I just hope people go check that course out, because it's going to be very impactful. It's going to help a lot of people. If it's not for you, it's for somebody that you know, because we all know people that's going through something in life. We all know people that have stress. We all know people that have anxiety. And I want to be able to help people overcome the stress and anxiety in their lives. Again, check the course out. And every Friday, the Enlightenment Moment podcast airs on every platform that you can think of for a podcast. The Enlightenment Moment, check it out. I'm going to even link that down there for you guys too. So check out the podcast when you have time. Hit me up if you want to come on the show. We could definitely do that, and check out the course. I appreciate you guys. Have a blessed weekend.